this week's episode of Advice Would Be Nice. My name is Amy and you are watching Healing with the Tarot. Sorry this is a late episode and we're doing it on a Monday, but unfortunately last week I had to take some time off due to my health. So today we're covering Advice Would Be Nice, Divine Masculine readings and its relationship issues. So this is for all the lads out there that are struggling with some issues at the moment and feel like they could do with a little bit of guidance. So before you are three cards, we have the Six of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, and the Ten of Swords. Please choose which card you feel most drawn to and watch the associated reading in the Advice Would Be Nice playlist on Healing River Tarot. I actually list them individually so that you're not having to fast through to different chapters in the description. So if you need more time, please pause the reading here. If not, let's crack on with your reading, shall we?
Hello, card number 3. You picked the Ten of Swords, but when it came out, the deck came out in reverse. So I hope you don't feel cheated that I put it in the upright for you to see the image, but it was presented in the presented in the reverse, and I do reversals with tarot, and so therefore, it is what it is. Now the Ten of Swords is betrayal. It's actually somebody's like basically lamped you in the back. So who's been putting the sword in your back, my darling masculines, you gorgeous lot? How are you all doing? I hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining me today. My name's Amy. You're watching Healing with a Tarot, and we are going to give you a beautiful reading today to do with relationships. Now you picked the Ten of Swords, and the caption is ouch. That's going to leave a mark. Watch your back, card number 3s. Watch your back. If the Ten of Swords shows up in your reading in past or present positions, this one, it's showing up as the situation. So this is a betrayal. This is to do with your, perceived betrayal, sense of betrayal. Somebody's been, you've been betrayed, or you're feeling like someone is betraying you. Did someone let you down or deceive you? If so, were you really surprised, or did you know in your heart of hearts that they couldn't be trusted, but you didn't want to listen to that inner warning voice? Have you not been listening to your intuition, my darling masculines? I know for a fact that men have big, deep hearts, just like women. You may be different in the way that you express yourselves, but we all are human. And I feel like you have received a deep wounding, a deep hurt. What can you learn from your experience? Whatever it was, if some plan went horribly wrong, it may not have been your fault. The only thing you can do is pick yourself back up, pull the stupid swords out of your back and keep going. If the Ten of Swords shows up in a future position, watch out, which it doesn't. So you're all right today, my darlings. You do not need to watch out. Whatever's happening is already happening or has happened, okay? Now, it could be that you have experienced this betrayal in a past relationship. So let's see, by pulling more cards, how this card relates to you in this reading. This is the obstacle. So you have had betrayal, and now you're finding it difficult to invest in a new connection. The Seven of Pentacles is about watching your garden grow, my darlings. It's about tending to what it is that you are now investing in. It's a current energy of planting seeds and watching them grow. It grow. But the thing is that you have been betrayed in the past. And I think that your fears are overriding you right now. So the obstacle that you've got is that because you have been betrayed, because you have had deep heartache and pain from your past relationship, it's affecting your ability to grow a current connection, to move beyond the subconscious blocks that have been placed upon you from being in this really toxic connection where you literally had swords in your back from this person. And I feel like your heart still has not completely healed because you're not able to nurture a healthy foundation with someone new because you have trust issues based on the previous betrayal that has been haunting you. And until you can actually heal this pain in your heart, until you can actually realize that not everyone is going to betray you, and your trust issues that you need to fully resolve with yourself, because it's not other people that you need to trust, it's your own judgment. And if you have made bad judgments in the past, you're probably struggling with trust issues within you to do with actually investing in somebody new. Can I trust myself that this person is not going to do what the past person has done to me? Can I invest in this? Is my heart going to get hurt again? Is my back going to get more scars from the swords that would be plunged into it? So it is about overcoming those obstacles and burdens so that you can nurture your garden and invest in it. See your investments growing into a beautiful bounty and harvest. I mean, look at this lady. She is literally cupping her harvest in her hands, which sounds so kinky, but she's cupping her harvest. She's checking the beauty and the bounty that is growing in her garden because it's her hard work. And just because somebody did something to you in the past does not mean that it's going to happen in the future. Okay, you have to be able to let the past go in order to live in the present. The future is not set, the present is where you are. Just be mindful and observant, but don't let your fears override your ability to have happiness in your life, because it will shut you down and it will drive the other people away, because your trust issues will then become the problem, because people sense boundaries. If you put up walls, people will sense those walls. It doesn't even have to be spoken. It can even be in your silence and your inability to open up that a person can actually start seeing red flags and thinking, well, that person doesn't want me. They're not available. They're not emotionally available. They're not coming forward with trust and communication. So how can I actually invest in them? It is a two-way street in a relationship. And especially when it comes to a relationship with yourself, you need to be able to trust yourself. You need to be able to do the shadow work to overcome the fears and the pain that you suffered in the past so that your investments become fruitful in every area of your life. Because it's not just about love. When you have trust issues, they start to stretch out, especially betrayal. It starts to affect your friendships and your family relationships because you start looking for it and seeking it in others because it's been done to you before. So it's a defensive mechanism. But what you're actually doing is ensuring that by looking for it, it becomes apparent and it becomes a manifestation that you yourself have created by seeking out betrayal. So let the betrayal go, do the healing, do the shadow work, and invest in your happiness. Let's see what the action recommended is. The Emperor. Divine masculine energy for the divine masculine. It's stepping up. The Emperor steps up. He is the protector. He is a major manifester. He does the shadow work. Basically, when you step up as a divine masculine, what you're doing is taking control of your own healing and your own emotions, your own qualities as a man. You work on those to bring them to the fore, to produce king energy. It's about becoming a protector, a manifester in your own life. You see, he sat there on his throne. He has a plan of action. He knows where he's going. He knows what he's doing because the king, the emperor, has direction. He has the ability to lead. And so it's about you developing the ability to lead yourself towards your manifestations of happiness and abundance and healing, and realizing that you are the master of your ship. And if you do the shadow work and if you step up, you can leave this kind of betrayal energy and toxic energy and unhealed energy behind, because you're going to do the healing and you're going to manifest the divine feminine by doing that. And this woman, she is a strong woman, a good woman. This woman is going to lead you in the right direction, because she's going to push you to step up and be more. You're going to then be the leader to her. I suppose her feminine energy is about pushing you to be more, but you are leading. So as the protector and the leader of the energy, she will rise, she will meet you at your level, but then push you beyond it, because what you put into her, she will push back into you. And it will be a feeding of this beautiful energy of success, abundance, and growth, with someone who not only sees you, loves you, validates you, and respects you as you do her. It will be about pushing each other in a new direction together in loyalty. And a divine union is unbreakable, it's unshakable, because it's forged through always choosing each other, always choosing that communication, always choosing that healing and growth. Why? Because you chose yourselves first and your own healing and growth. That's how you can choose and identify with each other and move forward together, because you both meet on a vibrational level that actually matches in resonance and tone, and can actually allow for expansion into areas that even you alone as a divine masculine could not attain, because it takes both the balancing of divine and feminine and masculine energies to actually accomplish the divine goals that you set before coming to this earth. Because you are going to build something with this person, something meaningful. It could be a business, it could be a child, actually having a child, a sacred child that is going to actually be here on earth to do something amazing. Okay, so whether it's creating a family and a child, or if it's creating a business together, you will push each other to grow into something beautiful. Now the outcome. Now, the outcome is the Eight of Swords clarified by the Two of Swords in reverse and the Fool. Now, in the outcome, in order for this to actually take place, the Eight of Swords is about being blindfolded and bound and in a mind prison, because this is about being a prisoner of your own mind. It's about your past, okay? Your past here. Let's take these together. So this is betrayal, right? This is about your past pain and hurt. But the outcome is about you removing this blindfold and the binds, because the only thing is, my darling, that's keeping you bound, tied, and imprisoned is your own mind. You see, she can actually unwrap the bindings, she could take off the blindfold and walk outside of the swords. There is nothing keeping this witch inside her prison except the fact that she has blinded herself to the fact that she can actually get out of there. She can take control and actually move. You see her cats going, look, I can push this over. I can just like help you out of this prison. And she's like, but I can't see. I'm bound. I can't do anything about it. No, that's resistance to your own healing. That's resistance to change. And in order for change to come into being, you have to be the one to take the steps, the brave steps towards healing, and be the catalyst for your own change. It's not going to happen unless you can embody your divine masculine energy. It's stepping up and doing the shadow work and the healing that is required for you to actually embody abundance and overcome past hurts and betrayals to meet your divine feminine. Because I feel like in this pile, you have not met her yet. You are still dealing with karmic energies and have not met this woman. Not yet. Now, the Two of Swords in reverse. I'm just going to grab my book. You think you don't know the answer, but you do. You think you don't know about the answer, but you do. And I think with you, because this is also in reverse, it's about You not wanting, you do know the answer. You don't think you, I don't think you're confident in yourself enough to actually do what is necessary yet. But the fact of the matter is, you've always been able to take the blindfold off and walk outside your mental prison to do with your past pain. You've always known what to do, but you're just not doing it. You are stagnant and stuck in the energy at this time. But because this is in your outcome for now, it doesn't mean that you're going to stay like this, because basically me talking to you today allows you to start the process of really going within and examining what it is that is stuck within you. It's not necessarily that the message that I'm giving to you actually is accurate, but it's all about energies, and it may be that whatever this energy is, okay, to do with, that on some level this message is resonating with you, number threes. And I feel like if you can actually get out your own way, because you do know what to do, you do know how to actually resolve this. You can embody your masculine divine emperor energy by doing the healing work, which will lead to your abundance and being able to tend to a beautiful relationship with the divine feminine. What is it you're not looking at clearly? If you're trying to make a tough choice, what does your gut tell you to do? Because intuition, number three, intuition is so important. It's about listening to your gut, listening to your heart, and going with what they are telling you rather than your mind prison, because the ego and pride are what trap us, okay, in an endless cyclical cycle of overthinking and underdoing, okay? It's about getting out your own way. It's about stepping outside of the endless cycle of male pride, ego, and stagnancy that you have been putting yourself through by your overthinking, by your unhealed shadow work that you still have to do in order to embody this divine masculine emperor energy. Heal your past trauma and betrayal. It was meant to teach you something, and this message keeps coming through at the moment. It's not about the emotions and judgment of the lesson. If you judge the lesson, you miss the point of the lesson. So don't judge your reaction to the lesson. Look at the lesson itself, learn from it, release the stuck emotions, process them, heal it, be analytical, right, in your processing of it, of the lesson. File it away afterwards. Forgive what needs to be forgiven. Release in forgiveness and love those who erred against you in order to free yourself. It does not excuse what those people have done to you, number three. It doesn't. But it does allow you to remove the stagnant energy, to heal your pain and your hurt, and allow your heart the gift of new love and of happiness and of peace and of joy and of finding the souls that are not there to give you karmic lessons like this person who betrayed your people. It's about renewal. It's about divine destiny, purpose. And it's all part of the process on the path that you're on. So don't be fooled into thinking that this decision is impossible to make for yourself, because it's very possible, because you are a divine masculine and you can embody the emperor energy if you step up to do the shadow work and healing and really see that your value is not hinged upon what people have done to you in the past. It's about what you value yourself as, what you want for yourself, not about what other people have done to you. Okay? Pardon me. Really, you already know what to do. So, and clarified finally by the Fool. Now, the Fool is not saying you're a fool, my sweet darling number threes, not at all. The Fool is about a new beginning. It's the ending of the old cycle. No more betrayal, no more shadow work that requires you to do the healing, because you're going to do the healing, you're going to embody the divine masculine, aren't you? You're going to actually, instead of having the inability to actually build things with somebody due to trust issues as being a problem, you're going to turn that into a strength, because you're going to be able to build something beautiful with your divine feminine once you've done the healing. So this is about the ending of the cycle, and the Fool is about the new. It's stepping off into the unknown. It's actually being healed and ready to take that leap walk into the unknown with passion and happiness. I mean, look how joyful she is. She's ready to go. She's stepping off into the unknown. She's ready to follow her destiny to where the new path takes her. Right, let's have a look at the relationship messages Spirit had for you today. So, if you can do this work, my darlings, your wish will be granted. It becomes a fairy tale when you make it real. So make the healing real. Resolve your past issues and trauma. Embody the divine masculine, strong protector, king energy that you are and you have. Because it's not about stereotypes. It's about embodying the real true qualities a man has. You all have them. So if you can do this work and you can do the healing, you've got your divine feminine waiting for you. You're going to build a beautiful kingdom together, and you will be financially sound and secure, and you will be successful, because teamwork makes the dream work. Because you will be mature enough and be healed enough to step up and be the leader, to step up with a plan. You're going to be the man with the plan. You're going to be the man that can lead the way for the divine feminine to follow, and then she will lift you up. And you will lift her up, and you will build something beautiful. You will complement each other's energies. It's an open chapter. There are still pages to write, so make them great. Your life is not an unending cycle of pain and loss and betrayal. Your life is a series of lessons that allow you to open a chapter, close a chapter, start a new one. And this new chapter that you're going to open, it's going to be ongoing. It's going to be successful because it's the start of a new cycle, an open chapter. Your wishes will be granted. If you can let go of the negativity associated with this reading today, it's about awareness. So don't fill your life with distractions and other things, because that, being distracted and filling life with other things to get away from having to deal with past trauma and pain, hoping someone is going to actually heal your heart. No, they're not. They're not going to be the solution. You're the solution, not somebody else. Filling your life with shallow connection and actually sticking your head in the sand in silence and avoidance is not going to fix you. It's not going to bring in your highest timeline and your divine feminine energy. It's just going to perpetuate more of the same energy that you're experiencing at the moment if you cannot step up and recognize your responsibility for doing the healing. Love blooms. Love blooms. This is blooming energy. Bloom, bloom. Abundance. A romance can blossom into full feelings and bloom when the ground is fertile. In order to have fertile ground, you must nurture the ground. You must heal the ground. It must be fruitful. And how can things be fruitful in a lack mentality where you are still focusing on betrayal and hurt and pain from past relationships and bringing that into your current reality because it's unhealed pain? You must do the work in order for love to bloom. It is a divine, oh my gosh, you can't make this up, right? Here you go. Like, I'm talking to divine masculines, and I've had divine masculine and feminine, and twin flame energy throughout all 3 readings today. It's come up in every single reading. Okay, now this is divine masculine. The Emperor is the embodiment of the divine masculine energy, and I'm talking about you finding your divine match. And here it is. These cards are picked by the divine for you today. Every single card just comes out as it comes out. I do not pick them, and I am telling you, your divine match is on its way. But in order for her to appear, in order for you to recognize her energy and step up, okay, you need to do this healing, because you cannot nurture an abundance when you're in a lack mentality and you have not healed your past traumas to do with your old relationships. Okay, but if you can do this, you're going to step off into a new cycle with a divine match, with an open chapter, and your wishes are going to be granted because the love will bloom. And it's a love story, communicating and saying what needs to be said. So, in order to be able to communicate and say what needs to be said, You have to be the leader. You have to be able to embody leading, speaking your truth, knowing, telling your woman where you're leading her, being present on that journey, being able to keep that flame alive by you leading. Men seem to not. I've noticed this lately. That guys just seem to no longer be able to lead. They can lead themselves in circles in their own head, but when it comes to actually taking the initiative in a connection, they don't anymore for some reason. It's almost like they feel like the woman should be chasing them. No, that's not what divine feminines do. And if you're expecting a woman to chase you and to fulfill your needs without actually giving anything back, I think you're going to find that your divine feminine will just walk away and leave you. And that's your chance done. Because it is about your investment. You're the man. Investment. Yeah? Awareness. Love blooms in fertile ground. It does not bloom in lack. And if you are giving lack, if you're inconsistent, if you lack integrity, if you have no plan, no direction, a woman cannot feel safe with you and she cannot follow. Okay? So you have to do this healing in order to heal your past pain so that the woman that you want now, that you want in your life, the one that you've been dreaming of, can actually come in and be with you. She might already be on the scene. And you might be going through some issues at the minute with communication. You might be going through some issues at the minute with your insecurities and up in your own head and not sure how to communicate with her. And it might be that she is, because you in divine counterpart unions, you trigger each other's unhealed trauma. It might be you're going through a period of unease and uncertainty. But if you can do the work and the healing, it is your right and responsibility to step up and be open and vulnerable and really take control. Now, men usually shy away through fear of rejection, but at the end of the day, you're never going to know unless you take the leap. So it's going to be up to you to take that leap, to actually carpe diem, okay? Telepathic connections, it could be that you're constantly thinking about each other. Now, in divine counterpart unions, there is a telepathic connection, so each of you think about each other quite a bit. One will think about one, which triggers the other one thinking about them, and you constantly can't get that person out of your mind. And it's a feedback loop between you because you are divinely, your destiny. It's a divine destined union. So if you are thinking about someone all the time, and I mean like constantly, and you can't, and you've been trying to avoid it all, yeah, there's no avoiding this connection, and spirit will keep you separate and keep pushing you and triggering you until you do the work and the healing and step up, because this is destiny, because you have the power of love, and it's like a magnet that draws your souls together because it's the divine union and match. Love, I can't. Just say, today I like the cards have come. The cards that have come out in these readings have been amazeballs, and it is just a flowing message. And like love conquers all. So my darlings, love blooms, love conquers all. The power of love is a magnet. It's a love story. Divine counterpart union match. But there are obstacles at the moment that are keeping you from your divine love, from the one that is for you, your true love. This is your true love. Don't get this twisted, right? This divine match, this your divine counterpart that you've either met or haven't met yet, but will be soon. Okay, the woman that's in your life now or is about to be in your life is the one that you've been dreaming of all your life, the one that you've been looking for all your life, but never quite finding, the one that you fooled yourself. You fooled yourself with other women into thinking that it was, and then found out very disappointingly that it wasn't. This is the one. She is the one that's going to lift you up. She is the one that's going to fulfill every need that you have, and you her, because you are a union, a spiritual union. It's a bond that goes beyond the physical. You've probably had past lives together. Yes. I've just been told by heaven, yes, you too, this pile, you've had past life energy. There is past life energy here. So be open to accepting divine guidance in your relationship. This is a divine union. Your spirit guides are trying to push you in the right direction. So listen to your intuition, listen to your heart, listen to your higher self, your soul, and it will, these energies will guide you towards what is right and true for you. Oh, temptation. Oh dear. If you've had a betrayal in the past, I want to say this because this is betrayal energy, okay, and temptation. And you're going to be worrying about temptation. I don't think it's you, but I feel like you're going to try and bring that energy into this, worrying about this woman being with someone else. You're going to be like, is she seeing someone else? Well, the thing is that until you lock it down and sort your shit out, she can go off with whoever she likes. That's the one thing that men don't seem to understand. Until you step up, until you claim what's yours, it's up for anybody to come in and try and claim it. Okay? So you have to be forthright in knowing what you want, and don't back down from going to get it. Otherwise, you might lose out to another divine masculine. If you can't actually hear yourself step up and do the work and listen to the guidance from your guides, yeah, she might be tempted by another offer. Who knows? But don't let your past ruin what's coming, because it's a beautiful love story. And the temptation is only there if you fail to step up. And you've been confused. Now, see, confusion goes with this energy today. All seekers of truth experience confusion. So ask the divine to provide the answers for you. So it's obvious that you've been confused over what to do because of your past relationship issues. But when you're fannying about with your confusion, there's this energy here, temptation. The temptation of other divine masculines who are more healed to come in and swoop in and take your girl. Do you want to leave that chance and possibility open? Because, I know that this divine feminine really likes you and really wants to be there for you. Okay? But at the same time, you have to step up and don't expect the women to do all the work, because if that's what you expected from a divine feminine, she'll just disappear out your DMs and you won't see her again. The yin yang symbol, oh my gosh, twin flame and divine. Do you know this again? Twin flame energy. So either you're twin flames or divine counterparts, similar relationships, soulmates and divine twin flames. Okay, it's coming out a lot more at the minute because we are going through a changing of energy in October to do with the twin flame and divine counterpart journey from one form of energy of separation to union. We're coming into the season of union for all divine counterparts and twin flames because of the positioning of the planets. So, there have been obstacles. So to do with, with twin flames, there's obstacles because one's a runner, one's the runner, one's the chaser. Then, you trigger each other, you pull apart, you go do your healing, then you come back together, and then you might trigger each other again. And, you do this several times before twin flame union. And it's the same with divine counterpart. Usually the separation of the soul for the divine counterpart soulmate union is the rule of three, where you split three times, and on the third time is when you are both healed enough to come into union. So we're coming up to that point for soulmates now. If you've been bouncing in and out of something with someone and been really confused and have been concerned by temptation, and have been thinking about this person consistently, you've been like struggling with your healing and struggling with your overthinking and awareness, my darling masculines, it's time to step up. It's time to resolve whatever's been bothering you. Step off into the unknown with your divine feminine, your soulmate, your twin flame. Trust. You need to have trust in a relationship in order for it to flourish, which you do. So I cannot believe that you can't make this up, can you? Here's the betrayal in karmic relationships. Trust in divine union. Trust in your divine partner, the one. You have to build trust. That means communication. My darling, stop sticking your head in the sand like an ostrich. Stop ostriching. Stop, being avoidant. Accept your emotions. Claim your prize. Claim your woman. Emotional vulnerability is not weakness. And I said this in pile 2, and I'm going to say it to you because I believe that you need to hear this. It is not a weakness to actually be in touch with your emotions and to communicate those to the heart object of your desire. Yes, you might get rejected, but it's not about rejection. It's about self-acceptance, because the truth is that divine counterpart unions and twin flame unions are not about each other. They're about the self. They are about you learning self-love, self-respect, and actually being true to who you are. It's about the highest vibration of all, which is authenticity. There you go. It's about being authentic. You are here to learn to be authentic, to be true to you, to strip away all the illusions, all the past traumas, to heal yourself and be the embodiment of love and the divine masculine energy that you are, in a union with the feminine, which is a holy union of two counterparts that are here to perform a sacred task on their path together in life. But it's a whole process to that journey, and you are on it, but this is a major one. You need to learn to trust yourself, and then you need to learn to trust your partner. And you can only learn to trust your partner by first giving trust, but building it through open communication and vulnerability. There is no other way to go about it. And if you avoid the major pinnacle moments of building that foundation, a solid foundation built on those qualities and principles, your relationship will fall apart. So learn. Let love show you how to learn from each other. You are here to learn. You are here to grow. You are here to overcome obstacles, to be open to love, to the power of love, to heal your confusion, and to get over your past traumas through your shadow work in order to become what it is you came here to be, which is what you were already born to be. It's about coming back to your original factory settings of being a beautiful light being and masculine, gorgeous, juicy soul that you are, just as you are. The embodiment of strength in union. Dreams, share your dreams together and encourage each other to make them a reality. It's about building a beautiful foundation and a relationship where dreams can become reality, where sharing your dreams as creator beings, you can actually bring them into manifestation. You can bring them from the unseen into the seen, and your dreams can become a reality together. So have faith in yourself. Start seeing that your dreams can become reality. I love you, whether you're new or to my channel. Thank you for being with me today. I'm Amy. This is Healing with a Tarot. I hope these messages help you. I wish you all the best with your divine feminines, my divine masculine, gorgeous souls that you are. I really do. I hope that you find your happiness, your peace, your center, your purpose with the woman that is for you. If you haven't met them yet, believe me, the cards here say that she is coming up the mountain when she comes. Seriously, she's coming. And you just have some shadow work and healing to do right now, but you will reach that Emperor embodiment if you can overcome your obstacles and your past betrayals. Namaste, my beautiful darlings. Please leave me a like, subscribe to my channel. It's free to do. I upload Advice Would Be Nice normally on a Thursday, so I will be back next Thursday with another episode. Today is a late episode of this series of card readings. I was a bit poorly, so apologies for the lateness and strange day that I'm posting on, but I'll be back to my normal program schedule next week. Bye, my darlings. Have a wonderful week.